Hello, everybody. Welcome along. My name is Benjamin Bloom. This is the Benjamin Bloom Football Channel. Please leave your bias at the door. And we have completed the quarterfinals in the Euros. I'm sure you all enjoyed last night, if you are like me, of an England persuasion. And of course, it is the right thing to do and the right time to react back to our predictions. We've been doing this through the group phases and through the knockout phases. I've been distinctly average so far, which is slightly just above average, in fact, always just over half. So we were hoping for a 3 out of 4 score here today. 4 quarterfinals, all predicted. Let's see what I said for each of them. We'll react back. Let me know what you said. And of course, I need evidence. There's been plenty of videos going up. We got loads of replies, and I think we might get a few 4 for 4. We might get some 100%ers here today. It's all a bit of fun. Anyway, so the first quarterfinal was, seems ages ago, just 2 days ago now. And it was between the Spanish and the Swiss. And here is what I forecast. A bit of a slow burner, the Spanish. Very inaccurate in terms of their goal scoring in the first couple of games, 10 in the last 2. I think they're going to have enough of the ball and create enough chances to get past the Swiss. So let's click them in. My first prediction, Spain to win the 5 p.m. game on Friday. I say this a lot. I mean, I'm right, but my working out isn't, is it? So look, Spain won, but they won on penalties. And Switzerland really made a dog's dinner of the penalty shootout. Obviously, there's a lot of nuance around this because of the red card to Thriller, I think, minute 77, and the Swiss played through extra time. What I said that was most wrong was Spain will have enough of the ball and create enough chances to get past the Swiss. They did have enough of the ball. They did create enough chances, particularly for Gerard Moreno in extra time. They didn't score them, did they? And the game went to penalties. Look, the Swiss were fantastic in this tournament, weren't they? Beating France and taking the Spanish to extra time. But as much as my hypothesis was slightly wrong, we are 1 for 1, a correct prediction in the first quarterfinal. And the Spanish did go through. They did need penalties, but they are there in the semi-finals. Which moves us on to the second quarterfinal, which, I don't know, may have been the hardest one to call. Certainly the 2 biggest sloggers, the most evenly matched teams, I think. Belgium and Italy, which was the 8 p.m. Just a couple of nights ago. But what did I predict? I'm literally a flip of a coin on this one. I really, really am. And if those star players are not fit, and the Italian bench contributes, and the Italians play with the level of energy we've seen through the tournament, and the Belgians are a little bit more pragmatic, I think the Italians might be able to do it. Oof. That'll get some fun comments, that one. There we go. I've gone for Italy. Yes. Look, I'm a humble guy, but I've nailed that one, haven't I? That is the correct outcome and the correct working out. I said it's going to be pragmatism versus energy. We know that the Belgians had a lot of qualities. Yes, they were without Eden Hazard, but Doku wasn't any slouch, was he? And De Bruyne, Lukaku, Tielemans as well, the wing-backs. But it was a game of pragmatism versus a game of energy, which I'm sure Mr. Southgate will have scouted, put it that way. So the Italians got on the front foot and they were aggressive. They can defend, but they did it aggressively rather than pragmatically with the Belgians, with the back line, those 3 aging players, Vermaelen, Alderweireld and Vertonghen. They didn't want to expose them, did they? And I think they were hoping that their quality at the top end of the pitch was going to see them through. But the energy and just the zing of the Italians, of Verratti and Insigne, and obviously, sadly, no more for Spinazzola. We'll talk about that in the semi-final previews. But We had that one bang on, didn't we? And we are 2 for 2. What about that then? The third one, and this one was possibly as tricky to call, I think, Czech Republic and Denmark, in terms of an evenly matched bottom half of the draw quarter-final. And this was game one last night, the Czechs versus the Danes. Although, were we all in a bit of a haze worrying about the England game to remember what happened in this one? Anyway, this is what I predicted for Czech Republic versus Denmark. Schmeichel is a Premier League winner and an FA Cup winner with Leicester. They've got some good players, Denmark, and they've been fluid in their system, haven't they? And scored plenty of goals in the last 2 games. And over the last couple of minutes, I've talked myself into saying that after losing the first 2 games, I'm going to predict Denmark to make the semi-finals. Worth, you might have got a little spoiler for one of my other predictions there. I've gone and done that in the wrong order on the previous video. What are you going to do? Anyway, the important thing is I was outlining quality and fluidity in terms of Denmark versus, look, the Czechs are good, organised. The West Ham players were good, weren't they? And Patrick Schick, the goal scorer. And I think we're bob on with that as well, because the Danes did go through. Yes, I accept free header, bit of a marking mix-up from a corner. Lovely second goal from Dolberg, from Mahler's beautiful assist. The Czechs really went for it, but they didn't have enough. They couldn't sustain it in the second half after getting it back to 2-1. And I do stand by the fact that there is some fluidity in that Denmark side going forward. Striger and Mahler at wing back, with the likes of Damsgaard joining in from those wide positions. They are a dangerous opponent in the semi-finals. And we are dangerous predictors here. 3 for 3 in the quarter-finals. You love to see it. What did I predict for the remaining game, which is, of course, Ukraine versus England? I think you saw the, because I did it the wrong way around, the answer to this already. But let's see the reasoning and the rationale. Here's what I said about Ukraine-England. I don't want to say the word confident, but they really should be able to win this game, shouldn't they? England. Like, we won't get into systems and strategies and everything. We'll do that in the preview tomorrow. But given everything I've said, the viability of performances through the tournament, and given the star power available, unless it's a huge choke job, England, I think, will win. There you go. And it was not a huge choke job. It was exactly the opposite. England winning 4-0. And the viability, the star power, they just continued that right through. In my my actual prediction, or preview show rather, I did think Southgate would go with the 3 again, but he goes with the back 4. I think knowing, it's almost like he knows more about football than me. Knowing that the Ukrainians were going to sit in the mid-low block, there was going to be space. He didn't need the third centre-back. I'll nail my colours to the mast already. He might need that in terms of a little bit more forward-thinking side in terms of the Danes. Bit of vertical passing and a bit of threat at one point in the game from 35 to 45. But game management, control, England nailed it. But anyway, this is not an England excited video. This is reacting to my predictions, and for the first time, some actual success. As I said, we've been just over halfway right in the groups. Let's be fair, the groups are hard. We had to do 6 groups of 4, didn't we? 24 teams. And of course, if you flip one position there, you move someone else into the wrong position. So you literally can't have a 3 out of the 4 correct in the groups, can you? Because you, by definition, then have to put 2 teams in the wrong place. So that was hard. The round of 16, a couple of upsets. Remember, all of the group of death out, and particularly the France-Switzerland game stuck one to me, and so did the Czechs and the Dutch. So I think we were 5 out of 8 in that one, but 4 out of 4 in this one, which I am very, very pleased with. So let me know how you got on. I think we're going to get quite a few 3 out of 4s and 4 out of 4s. I think most people are going to have got the Spanish and the English right. Possibly the only 2 tricky ones that people might have had the Czechs and they might have had the Belgians. So let me know how you did. Show me your evidence. And a quick message to those joyless, anti-joy, joy sponge people who say, oh, well, it was just predictable, wasn't it? I could have predicted that. Well, if you didn't, then you got no right to say that whatsoever. And for the people that like to go like that to me when I get one wrong, you can't do that on this video because I got them all right, which I am very, very pleased about. Look, we are going to be back. The semi-finals on Tuesday and Wednesday. We'll get a nice detailed England and Denmark preview up probably tomorrow. We will predict these semi-finals as well. And of course, we will be watching along both games. As we have done so now, how's my maths here? We have watched 23 group games, 8 round of 16 games, that's 31, and 4 quarterfinals, 35 games. Another 3 to go. And hopefully 2 of them will involve England. Anyway, please leave your bias at the door and all of that stuff. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Please let me know how you did. I think we're going to get a few 4 for 4s. So well done if you did it. And look, it's only a bit of fun anyway. And we like to hold ourselves to account here for our predictions on the channel. I've had my say. Now you have yours in the comments. All the usual stuff, Twitter, Instagram, subscribe, Patreon, blah, 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 merchandise. Says all of that in the advert in a second, doesn't it? So I don't know why I need to say that. All I do need to say is thanks for watching and over and out, and enjoy your hangover today if you enjoyed England a little too much. I think the bloke 2 doors down from me from what I heard earlier possibly did. So there you go. Thank you, everybody, for watching. That is my reaction to our quarterfinal predictions. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button to see more videos from this channel. Hit the subscribe button and to be notified every time we upload. Ring the bell for those notifications to come through on your device. If you really want to support the channel and me as a content creator, I will be eternally grateful if you head over to the merch store and grab something, or support over on Patreon, patreon.com/Benjamin Bloom. Thank you for your time. Go and watch another video.